Today on In the Woodyard, we're going to talk about free stuff. Is it really free? And I got a bunch of great announcements. Here we go. So today I'm going to talk about free stuff. Now I've been getting a lot of free stuff. People send me a lot of things. I've been getting a lot of free tree service wood sent to me that I'm able to use, which is great. But like a lot of you have put in the comments, free isn't necessarily always free. The tree service wood that we're getting is free. Yes, they're cutting it and delivering it to me, and I'm not paying anything for it, but they get to dump it. So they're saving a bunch of money versus taking it to the landfill and paying. And so they're saving their fees that they have to pay at the dump. They're saving time and able to dump it closer. They're saving money as far as having to haul it. So it's good for them and it's good for me. I'm getting wood that I can utilize and turn into firewood. So that's a good thing. But I still gotta cut it all up, split it all up. A lot of it's big monstrous stuff, so there's a lot of work involved in it, but it's good to have. So I'm not complaining, it's a good thing. But I'm also gonna talk about some of the other free things that I've gotten through the channel. And I wanna thank a lot of people that have sent me stuff. I've gotten a lot of stuff. I've been doing the channel now for 2.5 years. I'm at like 960 or so videos, something like that I've done. Do a video every day, and it's a lot of work. I average 4 minimum to as much as 6 hours a day on YouTube only. So I figured it out. That comes out to about 5,000 hours that I've worked on YouTube, which is equal to about 2.5 years worth of full-time work. And it's just now starting to pay off to where I'm making some money on YouTube AdSense and getting some products sent to me, which is great. There's been a lot of small things people have sent me and a lot of really big things. I'm going to talk about some of them today. One of them is right behind me. This elk that I got to go shoot down in New Mexico at my new best friend Jeremy's place. That's one of the things that came because of the YouTube channel. He invited me down to go on an elk hunt. Trip of a lifetime. It was awesome. So that's one of the things. So I got a lot of others to show you right now. So what I did is I just kind of piled up some of the things I've gotten lately. Now there's a lot of stuff that's obviously not here because I'm inside today. Today is a rainy, dark, nasty day outside, and it's supposed to rain all day today, so I'm not working outside. So I thought I'd make a video kind of covering this stuff because a lot of people say, oh, it must be nice getting all that free stuff. Well, they don't realize what I had to go through to get it. It's a lot of work to get free stuff. Basically, I've given a lot of my time and effort, talents, whatever I have, away for free for you to watch the videos on YouTube. And in turn, some people have been sending me some gifts, and some of the vendors have been sending me products that I can show and use. Now there's been a couple companies that have no strings attached at all that have been just unbelievable, fantastic as far as what they've sent me and how they approached me. Number one, hands down, nothing even comes close, is Andrew at Easton Made. He sent me the wood processor. Here's a hat he sent me too. I also have a sweatshirt, a set of headphones, some other stuff too. A nice toque he sent me. But the stuff that he sent me basically was the wood processor. You know, that when he sent it to me, it was about a year ago now, a little less than a year. At the time it was like a $110,000 machine. Now they're like 150. And he just sent it to me and said, make videos. That was it. No contract, nothing other than a gentleman's agreement that I will make videos and I will use the machine, which is his advertising, which is a great thing for him. He's a smart guy for doing it that way. And he's doing it for a lot of the channels because he wants to get his product in front of people that are actually using it and show how it works. And people are being honest with it because he's so confident in the product that he has that it proves itself and people can see how good it is, and it's just awesome. So that's the number one. Number two is probably my wood bundler. That was given to me by Brute Force, and I got one of their hats right here. Brute Force, they just gave me a wood bundler and said, here, make videos. So that's very cool. No strings attached, no contract, just do it. I kind of like that. If somebody wants me to use their stuff, I'll use it. If it's good, I'll tell you about it. If it's bad, I'll tell you about it. But a lot of people have sent me things that have been very useful, and I know I'm going to miss a bunch of them. There was a guy a long time ago sent me 10 pounds of almonds Those are all gone. I ate them all. They were awesome. He's from California. He was a Firewood guy, and so that was cool. I get stuff sent to me all the time, just little things, just little gifts. So it's really good, and just from regular viewers too. But then there's some people that have sent me some things that are products that I can use. Now I'm going to go over some of these, just show you a few of them. I have no idea who sent me these. This just came in a package one day. Some clevises for lifting out my wedges from the machine. So somebody sent me these. Somebody sent me, let's see if I can find them here. Somebody sent me a bunch of moisture meters. I've got like 4 or 5 of these things that I usually keep in the truck, which is really nice. And I've only shown them a little bit, so I got to do a video on that. And these are things that I've gotten lately. Sometimes I don't have time to just squeeze them in anywhere, but I am going to be doing some of this. Another one was these here. These are for taking off my cylinder on my splitter. They sent me a couple of these, so awesome. I'll be able to use these now. I got a big one and a little one. I have no idea who sent these to me. Somebody just ordered them and sent them to me. Thank you, whoever it was. It happens a lot. Adam, the guy who helps us out, gave me a whole bunch of safety glasses and stuff like that, so that's awesome. Ease Do sent me this rotary tool that's a lot like a Dremel that I use for sharpening, and I did a video on that. The company sent me these lights. These are solar lights that come on. They're solar charging. They sent me 4 of these, and I still have to do a video on that. They're solar motion sensor lights. I have to do a video on that. Another person that watches the show sent me this little axe man here, which is kind of cool. It's an axe guy made out of a wrench and some nails and bolts, and sent me some of these decorations that his friend makes that they do laser cutting on. So that's kind of neat. I got the round to it. I think Andrew got one of these. So that's kind of neat. That's the headset that I got from Easton Made. This is a set of swivels for the laser light for the Pro Sizer. I still have to do a video on these. He sent me a couple of these to use. Actually, I think I've got 3. I got one on my saw now, and he sent me a couple more to put on my saws. I still got to do that. Underneath the box here, well, I suppose I could cover this. This was sent to me by a viewer, a guy that does a lot of comments on the channel, and his son has a site that's a YouTube site channel, and it's called Red Suit Studs, and it's all about Star Wars and Lego stuff, and he asked if I would wear the hat and show it in a video. So if you're into Star Wars or Legos, go to this guy. His son has this channel, and it's kind of cool. I've looked at it quite a few times. There's some really neat stuff on there, funnier than heck. So there you go. If your kids are into Legos or something, show them this. It's a neat channel. Another one, shove this stuff all the way, is High Sea Boots. I have received 2 pair of their boots. This is the second pair they sent me. I haven't even done a video on this one yet, so I haven't even opened up the box even. I think, oh, I did open it once just to see what was inside. But there's a set of boots in here, a pair of boots in here. They're the leather ones, kind of like what Tony has. So they're High Sea work boots. So they're in the box. There you go. So I'm going to set this to the side. And another thing that was just recently that I contacted, I got the sales rep for the area brought me a pair of these studded Husqvarna chainsaw boots with steel toes. They're winter boots if I work in wet conditions, so I'll be trying these out and doing a video on these pretty soon. And they've got felt liners that go on the inside, but they're studded, so climbing in a wood pile is going to be kind of cool. He gave me those boots. He gave me a chainsaw bag, which is right here, for putting a chainsaw in. It's got like a scabbard that comes out the side. He gave me a raincoat, a Husqvarna one, which is really a nice coat. So there's that. He gave me a dry bag, duffel bag with a backpack strap. I'll be using that real soon. I got a travel bag here. It's got rollers on it, so I'll be able to take that for when I travel. So that's kind of a neat thing. And he also gave me this splitting maul, this heavy boy here. I'll be doing a video on this pretty soon. And he gave me one of their brand new axes that they have. It's a new style they've got that I'll be doing a video on this one too. So, and he said there'll be more Husqvarna stuff coming. And again, a lot of this stuff, like I mentioned, has been without strings. Put this over here. I got to clear off a bunch of stuff because there's more stuff underneath here. And like I said, I appreciate all this. And I'm just not sure how I'm going to handle it in the future, because I don't want to have to be tied to someone where, you know, legally I have to do certain things. And some of the companies are kind of demanding, and I really don't want to be like that. So this is one of the latest things that I got. The company got a hold of me and said, hey, would you like a snowblower? So that's what's in the box here. I open it up and I just put this on here so I can close it up. It's a snowblower, but it's not an ordinary snowblower. This is a snowblower that runs on a battery. It's electric. Over here are the 2 batteries they sent me. This is the battery packs. So they sent me 2 of them because they asked if I would demonstrate it blowing snow, which I'm going to be doing probably in the next couple days because it's supposed to snow. And so there it is. It's a snowblower, and it's a 80 volt snowblower. And I had signed no contract on it. They just said, hey, we'll send it. So that's the kind of stuff that I'm going to be doing. I don't really want to be tied into anybody. I want to be able to be free, like the rest of you do too. So there's some of the things I've got lots of other things. People have sent me things and given me things. I know I'm not covering all of them. These are just the ones that I had close by that I would show. I just want to thank everybody for doing that. And there'll be more, and I'll try to cover as much of this stuff as I can as I go, as I'm doing videos and showing you how they work, giving you my honest opinion instead of a paid for opinion, which is a different thing, because there's a lot of people that do that in the industry and on YouTube. None of this stuff was really free. I did a lot to get this stuff. All the videos that I've done, and people see the work that I'm doing by showing all the products, they realize that I've worked hard to build up an audience, you guys, to be able to get their stuff in front of those people. I've been offered a lot of things I've turned down, a lot of really weird things that make no sense for what I do. And I see a lot of other channels that will take pretty much anything on. They'll take on product that has nothing to do with what they do, because money's involved, and I don't want to be that way, because I don't need the money. I mean, I appreciate it, unless it's something that I believe in and something that is going to be good for the channel and good for what I do for my work. So if people want to send me stuff, it's fine. It doesn't mean I'm going to use it. Doesn't mean I'm going to say nice things about it. And like I said, I've done a lot of work to get to this point. A lot of people think, oh, it must be really nice to get free stuff. Well, yeah, it is, but there's a reason why they sent it. I gave a lot. I gave a lot of my time and effort to basically build up the audience, so that there's a reason why they're sending me stuff, because I did the work to get you guys to watch by doing videos that you guys like, hopefully. So there's that. So one of the things that I didn't really list that is part of the things that I've gotten from the channel, and this is probably the most valuable thing to me, it's not the stuff. It's not the things, it's not the products, it's not the toys, it's not the tools. It's the friends that I've met through the channel. I've developed some great friendships, relationships with people through the channel. Both of my new best friends, Jeremy, my new best friend, and Tony, my old best friend, and a lot of you that I've met through the channel too. It's been great going to events, seeing people, shaking hands, putting faces with the names, talking with people in the chat, you know, as far as in the comments, answering questions, getting information from you. I've learned just as much from you guys as you've learned from me. I don't claim to know everything. I know a little bit, and I always believe that all of us are smarter than any one of us. So I've learned a lot from a lot of you guys. So the friendships I've developed, to me, are the most valuable thing. You can't put a price on that. Thanks. So another item that I forgot to mention was my Hikes boots. They are chainsaw boots that were sent to me by the Hikes company. It's a German-made chainsaw boot. I call them my Ruby slippers. The company makes safety gear for all over the world. They're #1 in manufacturing of firefighting boots in the world. So they're quite the company, and it is spelt H-A-I-X. It's pronounced Hikes. Very good boots. You'll be seeing, you saw them already on the channel, and you'll be seeing a lot more of them. So this leads me to the next big announcement, is that I was contacted by a person that manages a show, a podcast, that is one of the top podcasts in the country, like in the top 10. And this individual has been on lots of shows. He's been on Discovery Channel. He currently has a show on Netflix. I think it's been on for 7, 8 years. It's an outdoor-oriented show, hunting, fishing, trapping, that kind of stuff. But he wants to talk about firewood, too, so that's kind of cool. Now, the guy grew up in Michigan, I believe, but now he lives in Bozeman, Montana. So next week, my brother Ken and I are flying out to Bozeman, Montana, and we're going to be on this guy's podcast for a few hours. I guess we're going to be on a couple times. The name of the show is Meat Eater. The guy's name is Steve Rinella. He's been on Joe Rogan's show a lot. They're good friends. They go hunting together. He is a very, very well-spoken, very knowledgeable guy about outdoor stuff. Basically anything to do with hunting, fishing, trapping. He knows what he's doing. He was interested in what Kenny and I do, beaver trapping, and with the Firewood. So we're going to be on his podcast. So that'll be kind of a cool thing. That's going to happen next week. We're flying out there. So that's a big deal. For those of you that are in the industry or are hunters or fishermen, you've probably heard of them. I probably have seen them. If you watch any of that kind of stuff, whether it's been on Discovery when he was on there, whether you watch it on YouTube, or whether you listen to his podcast, or whether you watch his Meat Eater show that's currently on Netflix. He also does one called, I think, Fur Hat Ice Fishing Tours or something like that. He's got a whole bunch of stuff going. He does a lot of cooking, so he's really into utilizing the stuff that he harvests and stuff he kills from the field to use, and has books on recipes and has written all kinds of stuff. So it's going to be very, very interesting to do because he's very well spoken, like I said, very, very knowledgeable, knows his material, has very logical thought in what he says. And I've seen him in some situations where people have been basically kind of protesting, people that are vegans, people that chew on wood, that for a living, to survive, giving him a hard time about killing animals, and he was very, very, handled it very well. I thought better than most. Didn't get emotional about it and just gave him the facts, which I really like. So this will be a really interesting thing to do. So that's what's going to be happening. So that's it for today, folks. Tomorrow I'll hopefully be outside. I'm going to go take a look outside and see if it's raining out right now. Looks to me like it quit, but it's been raining all day. So the old wood yard used to be out there, but as you can see, it's not there anymore. But that's it for today, folks. Poke some buttons. I'll be back tomorrow doing some work in the wood yard. And right now you're going to go watch some other videos because that's what you are good at. Good night, Irene.